Hello everyone, my name is Piero Giorgio. I'm a Swiss author of books that help people to survive difficult times, economic collapses, and end of the world kind of scenarios. I'm a bit joking, but you probably heard, if you live in the UK, and this video is especially for you, that there was a document from the government that was leaked and that shows that if the hard exit does happen on the 31st of October, well, there would be turmoil in the streets and that people would rush to buy food and buy necessity goods in case there would be shortages. In fact, there will be shortages because the supply chains need to reorganize, and it could be that some supplies, especially medication, perhaps some foodstuffs, might not be imported correctly or might not be delivered correctly, and therefore there would be a short supply of those. Now, the problem is not so much the shortages. The problem is the panic that may come if people rush and empty the shelves of the supermarkets, because these are reliant on supply chains which are just in time, and there's not much inventory behind. So that this panic effect could increase and therefore lead to people to make unfortunate and unwise decisions, such as using violence to get food and supplies and water and things like that. Now, in my opinion, it's not going to happen because today's enterprises are quite able to prepare well ahead of time to be able to stock enough food for exactly such scenarios which are predictable. You do predict that there's going to be a Brexit on that day. Now, what is less predictable is the wisdom and the fortitude of people. Now, look around you. Do you think people are wise? Do you think they are coherent? Do you think they are smart? Yeah, I think so too. So, while I do think that it's going to be okay, this is what I suggest to you, and you can find more information in my books. But basically, it's this. Starting now, go to the usual supermarkets or markets where you buy your food and your supplies, and invest a little bit of your money to buy a little bit more than what you actually do. So if you buy some food, buy twice as much, and buy long-term, of course, long-term food. I'm not saying that you should buy twice the number of salads, but if you buy a salad usually for a week, well, maybe you buy a can of vegetables, and you set this on the side. If you have babies or children that require special products such as diapers, things like that, buy twice as much, and so on. And especially for water, especially for medication, if you are diabetic, ask your doctor to give you twice the supply that you would usually get on that particular time of the year. So stock a little bit of those supplies, medication, maybe some fuel. You buy a jerry can and you fill it with fuel. You for your car, for example, get a little bit of those supplies on the side in your house, in your apartment, in your home. Put it in a cardboard or under the bed, and aim for at least 2 weeks, perhaps a month, of food and water that you set on the side. This will have two effects. First of all is, if things go bad, if people panic, you are not going to go like everybody else to the supermarkets and into the chaos that this could be. You have the food, you have the diapers, you have the medication, you have the supplies, you have the toilet paper that you need for your normal day. And you can stay for 1, 2, 3 weeks without needing to go to shops and needing to buy those supplies. Now, the other effect is that if your neighbors suddenly are in panic mode and need something, well, you can help them. And this will reinforce the links between you and your neighbors. Now, you will say, and you may say, well, what if nothing happens, as you do predict? And I do think that nothing will happen. Well, if nothing happens, yeah, great. But you have not lost your money. You have not spent money for nothing, because you have bought some food and some water and some diapers that you will still use. This is called copy canning. You have bought what you usually consume. This is not about making, end of the world, apocalypse, nuclear war type of food storage. This is the normal food, the normal supplies that you use every day. So this is very simple. Now, I explain such techniques in my books. This is quite simple, and you can find them on the internet. I'll put the link downstairs. But really, if you live in the UK, I advise you to take this step. In fact, you should have this for all scenarios during the year and not necessarily for this hard Brexit scenario. Anyways, I hope this is helpful for you. If you like it, share this video. It's short. It's really simple idea, and I'm sure it can help many people. Take care and prepare yourselves. Ciao.